Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Grab 50, grab 50.
Smith going to go to the air first play. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down in the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They run once more with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Corral with it on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Running left, Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now we give to Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. They snap it to Smith. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. The 20, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Corral. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Corral.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
On 1st down, Corral.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. To try again after the sack. Corral. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Corral. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought up tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete,
touchdown! Nico Collins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Smith. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis charging hard for that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, overlook at the defense. They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Throwing here, Corral.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan, but this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Smith.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
3rd and long, Corral.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready! Ready, Ryan!
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Get it!
2nd and 11.
19, 5 years!
Now Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Off of play action, here's Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On 4th down, Smith. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw completed to Mechie.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
41 yards.
and the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No read, no.
Now Gino. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And that fourth down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now it's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play action. It's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Drop 60. 70 range.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Corral with it on 1st down.
20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
On 1st down, Corral.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
from 10 yards out.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check that, street.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Ready?
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go now.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
After the run, Smith going to throw.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Ready? Contact, check, contact.
Third and long, it's Smith. Steps away to his left. And now here's another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral is going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's Smith. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football...
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick slant caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.